Alright. Have you ever wanted to play Minecraft? On a brand new world, just survival, nothing else. Not creative. Well, today, if you're not that good at Minecraft, then just be good at building or stuff like that. Today's the day, because today I'm going to show you guys how to do your own survival world. It's a step-by-step guide. Now, I'm not going to show you every step, I'm going to show you just basics and starts of your survival world. First, we're going to start off with a world. I will go through this a little bit. What is this? Difficulty. This is key for peaceful, no hostile mobs, easy. Pretty much the same thing, but mobs do spawn, and hunger bar does start to drain, unlike in peaceful. Normal, same thing as easy, just a little more severe. Hard is the same thing as normal, but your hunger drains a lot more quicker, and same with your health. Advance. This is where you can actually put in a seed. You can either do like any type of seed or world you want, not unless not like pre-built, but like you can look up on YouTube or Minecraft websites or anything really. Look up world seeds or Minecraft seeds for Bedrock Edition or Java Edition. I'm doing Bedrock though. You can look it up, or you can put your seed in or whatever. If you want though, you could also go to seed templates. You can do Deep Dark. These are just some of them. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's Cherry Grove, which is sort of recent. Pillager Outpost ahead. Spooky Mansion. These are just some of them. And then you have Flat World. This is if this won't apply if you do a Flat World on. And it also will pop up this, which is just so you can't earn achievements. We'll get to that in a minute. Starting map, which helps you explore your world. Bonus chests, it's like a starting off point for new beginners or people that like having a low head start. Jewel coordinates, I'm actually keep on in this case. Very important if you're trying to like find friend or a structure, if you have cheats on or anything like that. Now, none of this I'm going to go through, but I will go through this though. Immediate respawn. Don't enable this. If you want to have time and like be able to like see where you are, study your location after you have died, I recommend keeping this off, or else you won't be able to see that. Multiplayer. I'm going to turn this off, but before I do, friendly fire means you can hit players and damage them. Visible to land players means people in your household or anywhere that's very close to you and in real life can join your world without an Xbox account or any sort of a Microsoft account. These are permissions. These can limit what players do. Player access. These are for what friends can do and see if you have Xbox already added. Turn this off though. Cheats. Very good for survival beginners. Usually always turn on in creative mode anyways. Keep inventory, probably everyone does that at least when you're beginning. I recommend it. But after you get over like achievements, maybe beat the Ender Dragon first. Yeah, I recommend turning it off maybe. Then you have resource packs and behavior packs. I'm actually not going to go through those. What I will though is experience. This is like a beta feature. Like, it can break some of your world, but I recommend not doing it unless it's like a custom world or a Minecraft creative world or a copy of your world even. Like, you can make a copy if you want. Crawling, this is from like a Java Edition parody, if you've seen people do that. Recipe unlocking, I think that's also a Java Edition parody. Nothing of this really. Cameras, I don't even know what these are. But next we'll go back to this one. Creative or survival. Survival, you have to live and fight monsters. Creative, you can do the same thing, but you can like do anything. You don't die or anything. You can choose a world name. For today's video though, I'm just gonna name it Survival Guide, I guess. If I can spell, I hope. I don't even know if I spelled that right. After you have everything set up, I'm not gonna enable cheats or anything. I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Everything like this, how it looks. You press create world. Now, if you saw that purple button, that's if you want to do multiplayer. You will have to have an Xbox account. But after it loads a little bit, you'll get some of these pop-ups that give you actual tips. Like, you can become a marketplace creator where you can download maps and sell them and buy them. You can trade with villagers. And when it reaches this point, it's creating the world itself. So. And after that, it should say loading resources. It doesn't mean you have resource packs enabled. It'll actually ask you if you have resource packs or behavior packs enabled. But as you can see, we're in our first our first Minecraft world. So it's actually a pretty good spawn. Actually, my keep full now. But as you can see, there are several ways you can hurt yourself or die. First step always, find a tree. Somehow there's plenty of them. Now what I usually do though is actually sort of the opposite. I might just give myself a bonus chest. And then I go look for a village. Or you can use a set seed like I showed you before. But other than that, you don't really have to do this, like any of the settings I have. But after that, you want to find more. Like, you just want to get, like, a lot of wood, and you need to be able to, like, survive the night, and that brings me to another thing. Sorry, after this talk. Technically, if you, are in survival and you have no cheats on, there's a thing called, you probably heard of it, Always Day. You can turn that on, but it will enable cheats and you won't be able to earn achievements if you have an Xbox account. What I will also say, though, is that if you're playing survival, nothing, like, you don't want anything to ruin your achievements or anything. I recommend keeping it off, but I will give you warning. Every 10 to 15 minutes about, the sun will start moving, or, it will start moving anyways, but it'll go down when it reaches, like, the 10-15 minute mark, and then it'll be another 15 minutes or 10 minutes until it begins again. Either you have to hit, animals to get food, you can either critical hit. This is critical hits. It does more damage than a regular hit, and all mobs do have a different amount of health, too, so be aware of that. They all have a different amount of health. As you can see, let me find a pig after I get this piece of wood. But some of these might have green vines. Don't worry, it's just vines. It's not going to do anything to you. At least as of when I'm making this video. I doubt they'll do that even. Here's a pig. If you want to do the same thing, you just critical hit it. You can do it how many times. Now, there will be a little bit of a cooldown on Java Edition. So the PvP the PvP system. I can't speak. But the PvP system is a little bit different on Java. Like, you have to you can hit multiple mobs at once, while here you can't on Bedrock Edition. But as you can see, that took a while. Instead of me just doing critical hits, it took a little longer. Alright. Now, if you want to just really quickly get into mining and not even look for a village, technically I'll do that. And these are mushrooms. You don't really need them. If you have no food around, no animals, nothing, I recommend these, but I'm not even going to take them because I don't need them. Next, actually I should get to achievements in a minute. Hold on. But also, you will need 3 pieces of wool. See how it has a number 2? You need 3. You can either also color the dye, but you want to find another sheep before nightfall. As you can see, the sun is right there. It's going up very little. It's going to go down over there. Maybe it's going down. Yeah, it's going down over there. As you can see, there's the sheep. After this, I'll show you how to craft the crafting table in a bit. I'm assuming everyone knows how to do this, but just in case you're brand new to Minecraft, I'll go over it. As you can see, you can either have it in crafting mode, where you can do it from here, like Java Edition, with tabs, or you can just do it from here, like regular, like Bedrock, and Java still. But you can also turn on all crafting, where it just shows you every block, even ones that are not craftable or possible craft. This one you can, because it's still possible. You just have different color dye or wool. But to craft a crafting table, what you want to do is either click this, or just grab your wood logs, or any log, really. Put one in. Grab four planks, surround it, you get a crafting table. Technically, it's the same thing as right here in your inventory, but you see how it's 2x2 slots, technically 4. This is a 3x3, which has 9 slots. And you can also, to make sticks, you can do 2 like this, and you could just do it like that, see, it's a little trick. You can combine them to make it quicker if you're in a rush or something. But yeah. And you can make how much wood you want if you have at least a lot of oak blocks. And the minimum of these you can have is 64 in one slot. So if you get above 64, it will go into another inventory slot. So if I had 64 here, another stack will start here. Next, you want a bed before nighttime. 3 will straight ahead, like vertical. Same with the wood on bottom. You have a white bed. Now you can change it any color you want, but I'm gonna just leave it white for now. So you want a sword too, just to be on the safe side. I know wooden swords really are bad, pretty much, but yeah. Then you want at least all tools. I'm just gonna start off with a pickaxe and a sword until you get stone tools, because you don't really need like all wooden tools at first, unless you're really trying to be safe and you see your very beginning. When you wooden sword, though, does a little more damage than your fist. As you can see, it's going to be like 2 hit when you do critical hits. The 2 hit. Now let's go to this sheep over here, and let's see how long it takes without 2 critical hits. Might be able to be the same. See, it's the same sometimes, but it depends on, like, if the sword has more damage, or it's a little bit more than half the health, or whatever. Here's a cow, too. And don't throw away the lever. That will be good for in the future if you do enchanting someday. Alright. Now let's go into achievements. As you can see, I'm signed in with Xbox, so it usually have a sign-in button somewhere around here. These are achievements. These will tell you which ones are in progress on all the screen. These are ones that are locked. I'm gonna go through it really quickly. When you reach the bottom, though, it'll tell you which ones you have completed and being completed. Locked tab will only show you locked ones or ones that are in progress. Completed will show you only the ones that are completed, not any of them that are in progress. And this will give you your time hours played, your game score, your rewards, like you can like modify your avatar and like the dressing shop. And it also gives you still also over here 3 in progress, 3 here too. And then you want to be able to, like, before it becomes nighttime again, you want to have a safe, semi-good house, right? I'm gonna build a house. You don't have to copy. It's not really a house tutorial video, but technically, imagine you want a house in like a hill. You could like a hobbit hole. You can do that. You want a regular house just standing out here and like right on this little platform where I'm mining the dirt on. Like just want a house here. You can do that. But we can have a house any way you like. Now, I do recommend not building it in the sky until you beat the Ender Dragon, though. That's a little bit harder to get up then. But, technically, what I'm gonna, feed, like, you can also get food from apple trees, or not apple trees, these oak trees. They have a few percentage. You can also get sticks, and you can also get oak saplings, which if you plant a sapling, it'll take time unless you have bone meal from a skeleton bone or whatever. But if you use that, you can bone meal this, and it'll grow up into an adult tree quicker with bone meal. If you leave it like that, it'll still grow, but it'll take a little longer. Same with this. Like, if you want, like, flowers or something, or a certain color dye, it might depend on the biome. Place bone meal in the grass. Alright? As you can see as well, my hunger. It's at 3 bars, right here. This is when you need to start eating. It will make sure you can't sprint anymore. So what I recommend doing, if you haven't gotten a crafting table yet, I recommend you or a furnace. I recommend you just, you know, like starting off eating raw. It's not gonna poison you or give you hunger effect or anything, unless it's chicken. Like if you see a grown chicken and you don't cook it, don't eat it. Also, I need to turn down my volume real quick. This is something else I'll show you. Video settings, it's like where you can modify the graphics and whatever. Audio, just turn it down a little bit. Alright, wait, that's better? I hope it's better. Okay. Okay, as you can see, here's a small little cave. Stone. You mine this with a wooden pickaxe. So you can technically do this with any type of pickaxe, but do not craft like a regular axe like the one with one side. That's only for wood or in mobs. As you can see, keep going deeper. I recommend, though, bringing torches. And you hear that noise? That's from a Javavision parody. It's not anything to be worried about. Yet again, it might get you a little frightened, like it does to me sometimes. But yeah, this black stuff right here. This is coal. This is coal ore, and turns into coal. This will help you cook things. Now, if you have no caves, no nothing nearby, there is an alternative solution. You will need oak wood, though. This is like technically, like, you need to not craft any of it. You might want to craft some of it. But what you'll want to do is, like, go in your crafting table and craft a furnace. So you will need a little bit of stone, of course, but then what you'll want to do is, like, get a furnace. You want to smelt some of, you want to, like, put half of that and half of that, put it on top of each other. I'm not going to do it because I have coal, but yeah. And also, as you can see, food goes on the top, or anything value smelting goes on top, coal goes on the bottom. It smelts 8 every time. Nighttime has come. Let's sleep. And you can also leave the bed or open chat if you want to chat with your friends while you're recording, or hanging out, or whatever. And as you can see, there are ways you can make this go faster, but it depends on, like, the type of furnace. Like, if there's a thing called a blast furnace, and also a smoker, which is another type of furnace, but it's just for food, and blast furnace is for ore. Now, I do recommend that you get a blast furnace from a village, because that's the easiest way. And smokers you can easily craft, actually pretty easily. What you'll need is, like, actually a regular furnace, like that. I'm gonna get some more stone real quick, because, I'm gonna keep that one. Well, you also need 8 cobblestone for a furnace. You don't put anything in the middle like this. You don't, like, put an extra block here. You just go all the way around like that. Then, if you want a smoker, you can come here if you don't have enough to craft it. 4 logs in every middle square of 2. Then you have a smoker, and make sure you put a furnace inside. It will take your items, but it's worth it. And see it took a while to sort of smelt. See, it won't always finish even when you're done. This is helpful. You can put 1 piece of coal, and there is a little bit of a difference as well. If I can, okay. See, watch this. Look, it's going a little faster. Now, it will still use all your coal, but it will seem like it's not going to work because this is going down faster too. That's perfectly normal. It's just that it's going quicker, and it's still going to cook all 8 of them. I might have 9 in here, but I don't know. But there are more types of fuel where you can get more, like a lava bucket actually can smelt up to 100 things. But yeah, that's a lot. But yeah, it's quite a bit. Alright. Also, another thing, when you build your house, don't break your bed, because otherwise you will have to, like, technically, make sure you place it down before you leave or anywhere if you're far away, because if you break your bed, like, see how it says set your spawn point? You break it, your spawn point is no longer there. You'll be back at spawn where I am over there, like, for example. This is another thing. If you're only having, like, sticks or saplings, put 2 in, and it'll cook 1 complete item for you. It may seem really fast. There you go, though. Not bad, right? And you can still break it with a furnace and a smoker at the same thing. As you can see. Want more stone? I might need a little more. But, so yeah, these are just some of the basics. If you want me to make a part 2 to this, I will. I'm not gonna end it off just yet. But if you want a part 2, let me know. I will try to do it. But, technically, like, these are just some of the basics. And now, if you want to, like, have a house or anything, like, special, if you don't want a house, you can make a campfire. I'm not going to do that. But see, if you want a campfire, you can make one. And then you also can, get a stone pickaxe. You need to have a wooden pickaxe first to mine the stone, though. And I would still recommend keeping it either as a memory or just use up. Same as a stone sword, iron axe. I'll do that. Yeah. Hold on. I said iron, my bad. Stone shovel, stone axe, stone pickaxe, stone axe, stone sword. I can't speak. And now this one is not really recommended, but it's a hoe. Now, see, as you can see, it went a lot faster with this axe. So it's definitely good. Also recommend that you can use your crafting table without. You don't need a crafting table for certain things. Like, for example, you can craft sticks still, like I just did for a lot. And same with, like, oak planks, like I showed you before for a crafting table. You can also craft torches, which is really useful. You need some coal, though. You will need coal. Like, now you get 4 torches for each one. As you can see, I have a torch. It brightens up areas. So it's pretty useful. Now, what I also will do is this hoe may just seem pretty useless. It's not good for anything. You're wrong. I know that if your Minecraft player that is coming back, you're probably going to think the same thing. Or not know what's different. You can instant mine with certain types of hose now, and it gives you also a higher chance to get like those leaves and apples I told you about. As you can see, it's sort of like an instant mine. Now, if you just hold it down, it'll be a little bit different, but if you like click really quickly, it sort of makes it instant mine. And as you can see, it even gave me 2 saplings and a stick. It's pretty useful. Now, back then, you could only use it for farming. Probably the worst tool in the game. Have to admit that too. But these days, it's a little bit different. I actually don't even really use host still. But I still recommend, if you're gonna build like a complete survival world, and maybe not even have structures, because I know Java Edition has that setting, I recommend crafting a hoe, because then you won't be able to like have an automatic farm or anything like that. As you can see, it's pretty full now, but remember, if I hold it down, it'll take a little longer. And that's another thing, you might need to get a little higher at times so you can reach the rest of the blocks. See, I can reach it from there. But for example, if I wanted to reach, like, this grass, I have to get closer. See how it outlines? If I get farther away, you have to, like, get in a certain angle at times. If I get farther, you won't be able to hit it at all. Hit it, see? I'm trying to hit it. Hit it. There is a little bit of a difference. So you have to be at least within a few block of a range to be able to do this. And there are some sort of types of different color sheep. Like, this is a gray sheep. I think we saw black sheep earlier, I didn't know. Just a myth. I joke around about it sometimes. Black sheep are technically made up as a bad luck sheep or whatever. Don't know why. But yeah. And there is a really rare sheep called pink sheep. It can spawn naturally. Very low percentage of finding it, though. But yeah. And also, other thing. See this flower. You want a flower color dye. You can craft blue dye with this flower. You can put that either with a singular wool, or you can do your whole bed. Now I have a blue bed. Pretty useful, I have to admit. But yeah. And if you want to explore, I do recommend bringing that. I still recommend bringing that. What is it called? A map from the starting point, and then you continue to head forward. But other than that, I think that's about it if we were to end off this first episode. Now, mining, I'll do another episode if you really want me to. But I also do want to point out that the rest of the mining will get harder because mobs will spawn if you're not on peaceful. You can change your difficulty so you can have it on peaceful and it won't do anything. I don't remember setting it to hard, but okay. But, yeah. Technically, this is just a test. This is a beginner's guide. Flowered, they can craft a red metal fist if you wanted like some flowers and in a different color. And you can change it, I think, without needing to. See, and make my blue bed now a red bed. Sadly, it doesn't work like with purple. Like you can't make purple when you do that, but I guess it makes sense. And sometimes they might find these cracks in your Minecraft world. It's called a ravine. They aren't that common anymore from newer updates, but you might see them more frequently underground. But they are pretty good to find some certain ores, like, there's copper ore, coal ore, there's probably some iron ore somewhere around here, don't see any as of now, but there definitely will be some iron ore somewhere. Alright, and, technically, this is just, I'll go through one more thing before I go, actually 2 more things. If you, see that it's going to become nighttime really soon, like, for example, it's about to be nighttime, but you only have a lot of wood, only wooden tools, nothing like a house yet or anything, like I did today, or earlier in this world. And you don't even have a bed or sheep or anything. I recommend either digging down in a hole like this, either lighting up an area or putting some sort of block over it, or you can find, if you're like in a slopey area like what I am, like a mountain or a little ravine, or something that you still have like a little bit of room like for light, but to shine through the night, then I recommend you like build like a little like hobbit hole or a cave hobbit hole where you can like build like inwards like that and just stay there for that night. Not like set up an actual base unless you want to. But that's just a recommendation. Because I know some people are like we didn't even have enough time to finish doing anything. We barely got any time for our first day of Minecraft. That's why I recommend doing that, just in case. You'll learn on the way. Keep practicing survival, you'll get through it. And if you don't like blocks like that, shovel mines are pretty quick. Of course, you probably would have known that. But yeah. Also, durability. See how has a little bar there after I use it? Look, see, my stone sword has nothing there right now. Hit a pig, it shows a green bar. What the difference is, that it's taking damage off the durability. Like, it will, like, has durability. So, at some point, this pickaxe right here, or all these tools, really, will break. Now, there are a few exceptions, like the breaking enchantment, or the mending enchantment, but that's about it. So, technically, what they do is, they give you a special, like, ability where it takes longer to break with the, breaking enchantment. Mending takes longer, actually heals the durability, which is very useful in OP. Just but it's not, like, from an enchantment table you can't get. And you have to use XP, like, kill a mob. It'll drop some food, but after that it'll also drop some of the green things. That is very useful for this. For you when you're trying to keep not using materials. That's very useful to get mending then. As you can see, morning again. But yeah, I'm gonna go through one more thing, and then I guess I'll just end it off here. But yeah, I have to leave the game for this last one. So what I'll do is, I guess, put it here for now, I guess. Alright, and I'll see you guys, and actually, no, I'll show you from here. But, technically, you want to, like, be able to, like, modify your controls or whatever. Touch screens for tablets, controllers is for, like, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. Now, it might have an option to flop A and B buttons or flop buttons. That's sort of new, I don't really do that. This is for keyboard. I'm on a PC right now. You can change how fast your mouse or your camera goes with sensitivity. Like, I'm not going to do it, but auto jump makes you jump automatically. Touch can also make you auto sprint, not on V2 though. This is only for mobile. Auto sprint is only for mobile. Now, auto jump I think you can do for, yeah, you can do auto jump for all of these. But yeah, account, like I said before, you can have your own Xbox or Microsoft account with any kind of restrictions if your parents want them. You also have subscriptions. This is for the realms. Now, it will cost monthly a few dollars online. Not going to get into that. These are resource packs or global resource or behavior packs. Not going to get into that. I already sort of did. Sound. You can turn that off, like the music or blocks, or you can turn off like certain things like music. You can turn all the way off or anything. I won't leave it like that though. Main is like everything. You can have that like main goes for everything. Like you can turn up like. You can, like, turn up from 72, and it'll still affect all of them, even if these stay the same. And finally, we have video for today. Video is where you can change, your perspective. Now, if you're on mobile, or this will be the hardest one to change your perspective, because you have to go manually in this. Full screen is only, I think, for certain devices. Windows can only have full screen, I think, or in Java, because technically what they do is that it puts your screen like this. It like just makes it bigger, and you can't zoom. You can't like get out as easily unless you put the Windows key. Hit the Windows key on your keyboard. Screen animations might make it a little bit harder to play if you're on like a lower end device that has lower FPS quality. That's why I usually have a really good gaming PC, but I do the same thing. Still, just to be safe side. Render distance depends how far you want to see. Max frame rate, don't even know. This I don't know. These I don't know either. Actually, UI scale. This will show you how big you want this or like the whole screen to be. Classic can change it to pocket, which is like on mobile. Classic is for Xbox and other devices. Smooth lighting makes it, and fancy graphics make it a lot nicer seeing it and like prettier, but it just makes it like a little bit less smooth for lower end devices. Again, pretty much all of these are like that. All of these have to do with that, like including render clouds, fancy bubbles, stuff like that. Hide your hand from when you're playing Minecraft. It won't hide your sword, I don't think, but hide UI, don't click that if you're on mobile. It's very hard to play. You won't be able to fix it, I don't think. You have to keep this off, or else it'll not even show your inventory, your hotbar, it won't even show you the pause menu. It up like on mobile up here. Brightness just enables I think will have a little bit of an impact on your FPS quality, but it makes it brighter and easier to find diamonds or any ore really if you don't have enough torches or anything. It's pretty useful. And that's about it. Actually, general allow trusted skins only. This is just for Microsoft and safety issues if your parents want or anything to talk about it. But yeah, multiplayer, as you can see, it's still off. Accessibility. This is if you want actual text to speech or stuff a notification cooldown or chat message duration. How long can it be for that's last in a chat or visible? But yeah. And how to play is also another button. You can look at this your own. This is what's new is technically where you find bug reports or new features, what's in the latest update. And then there's more things like enchanting, fireworks, banners, it goes for everything. Now I'm not gonna go through it, but you can if you want. It'll help. Now this, it just brings you to give you feedback to the microphone. Completely ignore it. Dressing room, like I said before, that's technically where you can change your skin. You can have a limited amount. I prefer either default or this. I don't even know. I don't really like skins. I don't know why, but that's about it. So, in marketplace, you can see you can buy a currency. I don't know why they made it, but resume game, save and quit. You don't always have to save and quit, but I recommend doing that still, just to be on the safe side. Servers you can also join. Not gonna get into that today. Realms of other players you can join. Marketplace again. Settings over here too, just extra to language. You can change your language. Storage. You can delete things from here as well. I think that's about it actually for all the settings itself. I think that's about it for all the settings. And some of the basics in the actual world. Yeah, that took a while. Whew. But yeah, technically you can find skin packs, worlds, texture packs, and other new stuff in this marketplace, but it will cost actual money. Some of them might be free. One more thing I just remembered. Emotes. You can change your emotes, you can change emotes, here are some emotes. You can only have 4 equipped at a time. Still very useful. You can do abducted and some of them you actually get for doing achievements. Like this one, you can sniff for sniff. You gotta get this from planting the past achievement. That's why those are useful. This one you have to buy. It's called juggling. This one is called underwater dancing. If you want to play it, you can press play again. It's dancing, looking underwater. And then there's face plant. I don't know. Shadow boxing, stuff like this. Pickaxe. But yeah, that's about it, I think, hopefully. Now, if you want automatic updates or quicker, FPS boosting other than outside the game, I'm not going to do that today. But if you want to update your game, I will tell you to either go to your app store or whatever store or device store you have on your device. But there is a way you can probably turn on automatic updates, but I'm not going to do that today. I'll show you guys how. But that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry it took so long for this video, but hope you guys enjoyed and hopefully helped share this so it helps new players. Peace out. Bye. Also, let me know if you want to see a part 2. See ya.